Hey, hello, how are you? Good night. This is Fernando Sustaida, and today we're going to be talking about bookstore boss. Bookstore boss, I mean, you probably have seen a couple of posts in my Facebook group. You haven't, make sure that you follow me on my group. Just look for Mastering Print on Demand on Facebook. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about is why we did this master class. It's not really a course, guys. It's more of a mastermind, more of a master class. What we did, Michelle and I, is that we have prepared a 3-class deal where we're going to be teaching how to launch a bookstore on your own store, without having to go to KDP, without having to go to Etsy. Pretty much a standalone bookstore. Now you can add more products if you want, but the whole point is that we have been asked by a lot of people in our audience, Fernando, Michelle, how can we sell other types of print-on-demand books that are not used from KDP, especially you want to sell on Etsy and you don't want to use KDP for drop shipping, because as you know, Amazon does not like that. They don't want you to be selling anywhere else other than Amazon. They don't want you to fulfill from them, especially they don't want to use Prime for you to fulfill for them. It creates a whole deal. People get account shut down, so you where to do that. So you want to sell on, let's say, Etsy, or you want to sell on eBay. We will teach you how to actually sell on eBay through this system. We're going to show you how to do spirals. We're going to teach you how to do hardcovers. We can even tell you how to create those linen in case you want to do something more fancy. We have the suppliers for that. We would tell you how to connect them to your system, how to create those books, how to create those interiors, and we can create a lot more things than actually being offered in KDP. One of the deals that we are right now, Michelle and I, even testing, is because we know we're incurring cost of Q4. We're gonna start doing some calendars, because calendars are a very good gift for for grandmothers and stuff like that. We're learning how to do those. We don't know yet if they're gonna work well for print on demand, because of all the deals. So we are not gonna be teaching how to do those, but if you are in the class, we will tell you later on how to do it. Now, this is a class that is going to be taking over, on starting next Thursday, which is the 24th, then the following Tuesday, and then we're going to have an anchor class for all the stuff that we couldn't cover in the first two, and then we're going to answer a lot of, Q&As. Now, you don't have to be present, during those calls. They're going to be about 2 hours each, give or take. It depends on your questions, and depends on how, we're elaborating and stuff like that. They're going to be on webinar format. But you can ask any questions that you may have, and we will answer all those questions. Then we also provided a Facebook group only for members of Bookstore Boss, where we will answer continuously, and I'm going to be doing lives in case you have any other questions and how to set up the store. We have a lot of different materials that we are preparing, and as I said, this is a way for you guys to have more ways to sell your KDPs. One thing you have been following for quite some time is that you guys know that I'm not a fan of royalties. And that is me, because right now in my business, I require to build a customer base. My deal is to sell, and my deal is not only to sell you once. My deal is to get you to become a long-time customer. And for me, the simple idea of having to depend on a on a marketplace like Amazon or eBay or stuff like that to create the customers for me, and for them to keep them, it is a no for my business where it stands today. Now, I've been building my business for quite some time now, right? I've been a full-time e-commerce seller and e-commerce coach for almost 5 years. So I need at least a 6-figure income consistently every single year to have the living that I had working as a business owner in the oil and gas as a business employee in the oil and gas industry. So I am very reluctant to let the lifestyle go away. So for me, royalty is not something. That's why when people ask me, Fernando, you're doing KDP? And no. But people ask, are you selling books? Yes, I sell books in my stores. Okay, I sell them in different formats, because they sell, they make very good way to do so. I sell books also on Etsy. Why? Because they sell. But I like keeping my customers. You were to ask me, Fernando, but Etsy's a marketplace. Yes, but it's a marketplace that allows me to keep customers. And I like that. I like to be able to communicate with my customers. I like to email them with new offers, new products, new discounts, new ways to bring them back. through the year, I like to be building my customer base. So when I have my Christmas shirts, I have a good number of emails, already saved for me to say, hey, it's Christmas season. Let me be part of your Christmas season. Buy something from me, and it helps me always having a good quarter 4. It's part of building. You build those relationships through the year, and you have to have something to show at the end of the day. When Amazon decides that you say, hey, we are not going to longer sell your books because they failed, you broke some rule, or because some guy went in a crazy moment and decided to trademark every single phrase that you had on your books, and they file like a claim on you, and they shut you down, and then you're like, what am I going to do? Well, it's always good to have your eggs in more than one basket, and that's what we want to help you with. We want to help you build a store where you actually build a brand, have an identity. Like if it's going to be one of those, you have a collection of, let's say like right now we have the sample in the banner of mermaids. Let's say you want to sell mermaids and you want to have coloring books, you want to have notebooks, you want to have notepads, you want to have calendars, you want to have anything related to that niche, specifically to that series of products. We want to help you build that, so that those characters that were part of that book, that nighttime story, and you can say, hey, here's some shirts to go with them, there are some mugs to go with them. You can build something around those books. When these little kids are falling in love with these characters, you can build around them. Now it's not something that you can do on Amazon right now, but you can do in your standalone stores. And you can also do on Etsy. You can also do that on eBay, because we're going to show you, I don't want to show you in this course how to do it on Etsy, because there's an Etsy course for that, but I'm going to show you how you can do this on eBay, which is something we have never covered before in the past in either course of mine or either course of Michelle's. We're going to help you how to sell now journals and books and stuff like that on eBay as well. And it's a very easy process that we're going to teach you how to do it. So our point is, a lot of you guys have asked us, how do we sell books outside of Amazon? And Michelle and I have been actually trying to build this masterclass for quite some time. The COVID and all this stuff got in the way. We started getting behind. And then we're gonna do this class about 3 weeks ago, but then the fires started, and Michelle, as she got to evacuate, and it put us in a loop of right now. We have it. Now we're ready, and we want to launch this for you. So if you guys have any idea how has to be done, I'm gonna tell you that it's not gonna be that difficult. We can show you how, and we will do every single step in live demonstration on live. So you see step by step how we do them. We will show you some samples of things that we already requested from the suppliers, so that you get to see how they look. Believe me, the spirals are very nice. I have one here that I don't have it in my office right now. I will show you, but we have some books that we will show you and how the qualities, and it's far better than you will get out of KDP, and you will be surprised to know that the price is the same. Now the only difference is that the customers are not going to get the prime delivery, so they don't get the free shipping. But to be honest, anybody who goes anywhere else other than Amazon are not expecting to get that. You will be able to sell your books at a higher price, because first of all, you have zero competition. It's your store. You get to name it. You get to choose how to do it, and you can get to do every type of marketing you want to do. Your books can be a series. Your books can have domains inside to point and bring them back to your customers. You can do a lot of different things, and we're gonna show you how to even add some digital downloads into your stores, so that the customers can even get some digital downloads in case they want to do something with these products. It depends on what you're selling, and it makes sense, right? Now, what this store is not good for, you are all over the place, and you don't want to have a niche store. That is, as any stores, they don't work like that. It will get too crowded, it will get too busy, it will get your customers completely confused on what you're doing. Can you do it? Yes, but you will grow an audience that is going to be a little off track. Now, do I recommend it? It's up to you. It's your store, right? All you want to do is use your store as a nexus to connect to other areas. Then doesn't really matter. But you want to build a brand, and you want to build something, we will show you a store that we built used for this, how we did it, and we will show you how it looks. It's a very complete series of classes, and the classes are not going to stop right there. as we say, it has a lot of different videos that we already pre-recorded. When you access your dashboard, you are not going to see them because we didn't want you to start watching them just yet, because we don't want you to get confused, because these videos are complementary of the classes that we're going to be teaching starting Thursday. And these videos can get you completely off track, and some of them may get you overwhelmed. They're short videos, but there are steps ahead. You don't need to see them yet. So it's on Thursday, once we finish the first class, the videos that make sense at that point, we're gonna make them live so you can see them. And then the following Tuesday, once we finish whichever video that was not released, you will get a release. And then thereafter, they're gonna be now live, because the classes are gonna be now part of the deal. So, and that's the main point, right? So one thing that we decided to do is this masterclass, we priced it at $97 because we haven't recorded it. But if you notice something in the sales page, you go to bookstoreboss.com. If you go and see the sales page, the first thing that is going to tell you is that we are raising the price as soon as the recording of the first class begins, which means that on Thursday, the 24th, as soon as Michelle and I start saying our first words, the price is going to be $197, because this is everything you need to open a bookstore online. Okay, so we're gonna raise that price. So you want to get into this at $97, it has to be purchased before, I believe, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday. Otherwise, we're gonna raise the price and boom, it goes away, and it's not going to be, and some of the bonuses that we have, they're gonna be there. But if we ever decide to, give some coupons and stuff like that, it's gonna be without bonuses. So we just want you to understand that right now is the best time to get it at this price is today. Well, before Thursday, to be fair. So that is one thing. Now, Michelle and I also have a discount in there when you enter checkout. We have noticed that it's kind of hard to notice it, so we are actually trying to fix it. But if you guys were ever interested in joining Michelle and my mastermind, we decided to give a huge discount, a 50% discount to join both of ours for 1 month. So you get to join some of our coaching calls. You get to join, how we work. So for literally $50, you can literally use go and get to join both of our masterminds and for 1 month. And if you decide to continue, then you can say, okay, I want to continue this package, or I want to continue into the package. Michelle has some packages. I had another different type of packages, so we're not going to go over that. But just letting you know that it's there in case you were wondering, that it allows you to. The time for the 30 days don't start, at the moment you purchase. The trial period starts the day you claim that you want to join. So let's say you buy today and you say, I don't want to start until like Wednesday or Thursday after the weeks after. Well, that starts, the 30 days start, when you join the actual mastermind. But you have 30 days to do so. So that is there, and we want to have a lot of fun with this thing. Okay, guys. KDP book publishing it's fun. It's something else. Getting creative, and now you're gonna be able to take your books to a next level. Something that I don't believe has been taught anywhere else. We could have done this an actual course and make it more elaborate. But we believe that there's enough resources, and people have taken some of my courses, some of Michelle's, that if we put together everything there, we don't need to do it bigger than it is already. So, because also we didn't want to price it, bigger. At the end of the day, it's 2 people involved in the one course, so we, both of us have to get our share of it. So we decided to price it at this price, $97, used to get you before the actual first call. But just keep in mind, we're gonna get up. Okay, we will tell you where to find templates for this. We will tell you, the different sizes. We will tell you the different styles. These guys offer more textures and qualities of paper that we're going to tell you how to. And you don't have to use the suppliers we're going to be talking about. There are other ones that you could actually do. But we will discuss a lot of this, and we will tell you what you need to do. Okay, now As I said, in this masterclass, you will have the brains of Michelle, which in my mind is the best KDP, coach there is in the market today. And you know have mine, which I have many years of experience in e-commerce. And this one was built based on my experience as a salesperson, as an e-commerce expert, and her experience as a bookseller. And we combine both our knowledges in this course. So each of us are going to teach different aspects of this masterclass. So it's not going to be both of us teaching simultaneously, although we are going to be both the same class, which each of us is going to teach different aspects. So you get to actually get the best of two worlds. So you're going to put it that way. It's just to make it easy for you guys to get the information. If you have any questions, you can always ask Michelle. You can ask me. So you have two people instead of when you go and take one course, you only have one person. Here you have two people that you can actually ask. So make sure to either follow both of us, because there are some areas that are going to be very specific to Michelle's knowledge. There are going to be some areas that are going to be very specific to my knowledge. Okay, so as I said, we want to make sure that you succeed. There are some areas that you're going to have to elaborate yourself, and like, for example, KDP offers the mock-ups and stuff like that, and some other suppliers, they don't. Books is very difficult to provide very unique mock-ups, especially when you start getting into other formats like spirals and hardcover bounds and linen bound and things like that. It takes different types of mock-ups that you have to learn, and we will tell you how to do those, and we will tell you where you can find things like that. Don't worry, we will give you everything you need to have a successful bookstore, okay? And it's going to be completely your brand, completely your line. You don't have to depend anymore on royalties. You have to, you will be able to do some marketing. You will be able to do things like that. You can write even a blog in there that you can drive traffic to you. You can your SEO is going to be working for you. You can build an email list, which we will tell you how you can do that as well. I mean, all these little things that we will tell you is for the future of a nice online store that is going to help you in the long term get more sales. Now, of course, nothing is going to be as easy as having something like KDP, where thousands of people go every single day finding your products on Amazon. Of course, their organic sales go fast and easy. But the revenues are not as big because you have so much competition of people selling so much of the same that now, I remember when KDP was hot, like 2-3 years ago, journals were selling for $10, and then everybody started floating out. They're selling for $7 or so. The margins are very low now because it's just so much competition. Here, you don't have to do those things to see what sticks in the wall. You can do more quality, and you can sell them for a higher price. You're going to be getting your customers to come to your store, either to your social medias. Even if you want to run ads, it's up to you. I wouldn't, but there is a bunch of Pinterest. You're gonna depend a bunch on your creativity to build a brand around these stores. Okay, I'm gonna say this. It's not gonna be something that is gonna be an automatic. I'm gonna get sales. You're gonna have to work on it. You're gonna have to build it. But when you build it, you will have something very strong for the future that is gonna be a tangible asset. Then once you start generating a good amount of sales, you could even sell for what it's worth. Whereas your merch of Amazon or your KDP accounts, you don't really have a lot of selling power there. It's not really yours. It's just royalty based. Here you have an actual store that you say you want to, what? I actually need to sell it. I actually need some money to do something, and I want to sell my business. You have a good trackable business, and you have a good accounting in the business and stuff like that. You can actually sell it. There are always people looking for businesses like this. And and there's actually a market where people sell stores, e-commerce stores, and people buy and sell, and you can find those very easy. So, and that's what I like building my stores as well. That's what I like building tangible assets that if I ever need to sell one, I can sell it, and I keep everything organized in a way that it's actually a business, and it's not only something like just royalty. I'm not saying royalty is bad. Okay, don't take me wrong. I mean, royalty has built a lot of people's wealth, but I prefer to have my own standalone stores. That's my personal belief. I have been honest about it for almost 2-3 years in this group. Well, the way previous group before it was moved here, and it's something that I'm consistent about. I prefer to have my own customers because I can build from that, and nothing is better than building returning customers, because when some people like a book, they usually come back to it, especially a journal. They if it flows nice, next year when they need a new one or a calendar or something, they usually go and buy the same one they used. Okay, and that is repeating customers because they get used to the way it flows. They are used to where everything is placed. That they come back, and when they want to give something and when something is work, they refer that specific journal agenda or whatever they're using. Said, hey, I like this one. Go to check this website. And instead of sending it to Amazon, where somebody comes here, gets squirrel syndrome, and before they realize, they went and bought something else from somebody else, because there are so many different options from so many different sellers. Here, when they come to your store, it's yours, it's your products, it's your business, it's your identity, and you can identify with your customers. And that's what we're building. We're building something that is branded, something that has a potential for a good and nice looking future for your business, and it's what we want to show you. Okay. As I said, this is not for everybody. This is having your own store has some cost. Yes, they do. As anything else, you will have some cost, just like any app, anything else. It will have some cost, not to us. We won't charge you a dime after that. But to have a store, you have to have some cost. Okay, and that is in whatever platform you decide to have a store. Using e-commerce, in PayPal, is in Shopify, is in BigCommerce, or whatever you want to do. They'll have a cost. Even WooCommerce, people say it's free. Yeah, but you have to pay hosting, you have to pay everything. So there's going to be some cost, minimum cost, but you have to have some cost. So it's going to have something that is going to be recurring in a way. Just like anything, you are a merch by Amazon, you have recurring costs in a bunch of different products, right? Like you probably have Machine Former, you probably have some other keyword research tool that you use, so you probably have some designer or whatever. A business is what it is. Okay, now you can build your own platform if you want to, and you can do that, right? You have the technology, savvy in your head, and you can build something yourself. But it's going to be that. It's not going to be very expensive to do. Okay, so. And all the disclaimers are in the Bookstore Boss. Here's the link in the bottom of this chat. You will get all the information that you need to know there. You go to the frequently asked questions, and we answer every single one of them. I don't want to go in very detail on those if you guys don't even have a question about it. But at some point on Monday, I want to make sure that we come live, Michelle and I, and we explain this in more detail. I'm pretty sure that we are going to be giving interviews in a couple of groups, to promote this prior Thursday. So, but just keep in mind, again, go and look at the Bookstore Boss, look at the price, and it says very clearly, Thursday, as soon as the first class begins, which I believe is at 4 p.m. Central Time, something like that. I think, or 4 or 5 Central Standard Time. I don't know how I have my agenda in front of me right now, because Michelle and I are in very different time zones, so I'm always confusing hers or mine. It's time zones. We are always confused. But as soon as we start, we're gonna change the price to $197. Okay, so we are, and you guys know me, when I say I'm gonna change the price changes. Okay, so we're gonna change that price, and once we do that, we are never lowering the price on this again. Why? Because we will give so much content that this is, I want to say, $197 to have 2 people come and teach you a topic is dirt cheap. To be honest, we don't have a single course, Michelle and I, that is lower than $197. So it is one of those that it's a no-brainer to pay $97 right now, and you will have everything you need to have a store, a bookstore, ready to go, with a good with a good supplier, with good reputation, with good quality products. And you can have more than one supplier, because we will give you a couple of options to sell spiral bombs, to sell hardcover books, and to be able to even add more products if you want to, that will make sense for your brand. We will tell you what products would that be, depending on your niche you ask us. Okay, not every niche need to have anything, so make sure to have something in mind of what you want. You always need to start thinking, which one of my books could be actually a long-standing brand for the future. You don't want to, wait a minute, I clicked something wrong. So, not everything is meant to do that, right? All those weird, like Netflix and chill and stuff like that, yeah, you don't want to have that in a in an online store, right? That is something that you send to Amazon and see if it sticks. I'm talking about some books that you know that they're selling very well, that you have developed, like in the example that we say in the deal, mermaids. We build a store around those mermaids, and we have, I think it's about 8 characters, uh, that each one of them has a different personality, and each one of them has a different story that we can develop around, and we can create products besides the books around the different characters, because this is about a children's book, okay? That actually Michelle developed, and it has a lot of different little mermaids, and each one of those mermaids has a personality, has an ethnicity, has different deals, and our goal with that brand is that we will market to a specific group of people that will identify with a different mermaid. And we will have a product line around each one of them. And each mermaid has a name. And you can do so much with this that right now it will be a great product item for Christmas. Right now, it's something that you guys can develop in your mind. Okay, what will be a good product line that I have already in my book collection that I could build a little brand around it. It doesn't have to be that. Now, it could be a productivity brand. It could be something like, I have a bunch of agendas. I want to have a start writing my agendas. Everything's about productivity. It's all about, empowerment phrases. Well, then in that case, your secondary product is probably mugs that go with empowerment, right? Well, I'm drinking a strong cup of coffee with an agenda in hand, and I'm going to do very productive day things. It could be something about yoga. It could be, a whole yoga collection that you have a bunch of different books that keep, my weight loss and my eating habits and stuff like that. Then maybe you, with a complementary deal, will be something like yoga pants, and it will be something like yoga mats and water bottles. Why? Because it makes sense with that product, right? It's like, and you use the same graphics in those deals, so you have a flow of products that do that. Now, it is something that only you will know, because it's your brand. It's something that you can go and talk to people, and you're building it around a collection of books that you have been developing now for quite some time. That you were always wondering, what else can I do with this product? What else can I do? And Michelle and I are telling you, this is how you do it. That is how you start developing that customer relationship that you were looking to build for the longest time, that Merch by Amazon or KDP didn't give you the opportunity to do so. And now you're going to be doing it because you have your own online store, you're going to have your own domain name, you're going to have anything you need. You can have a whole Pinterest account, you have an Instagram account around it, and you can build it. Now, you can even have something else that you want to do. You can probably go and talk to a bunch of different influencers and say, I can create this product for you in my store, and people can go and buy your branded journals or branded products from one of my each collections. There's so many things you can do in a bookstore when you get creative and you offer the opportunities to your clients to do so. And we will tell you how to do it. And we just want to make sure that you guys get successful at this, get sales, start growing your business. If you are already at the point that you're now, having a, like me, full-time job, working from home, hey, build that business. You are looking to get out of the 9 to 5 and have more freedom with your time, and hey, we will help you get there. It's about how much you want to commit, how much you want to take action. At the end of the day, you're the owner of your time, you're the owner of your future, and you're the one that makes the decision. We created this because we were asked by a lot of members of both of our communities about how they could do something like this. I honestly tried to make it as part of some of my other courses, and it didn't flow because I felt it was a very independent niche that didn't connect with the other ones. Michelle told me this is something that my niche really wants to, but it's something that I don't teach. We decided to meld together our knowledge and actually put it together, and this is what we have. So I don't want to go in circles. I've been speaking now for 30 minutes. I just wanted to say that bookstoreboss.com is where you want to go. You guys are watching me on YouTube. Please follow my Facebook group. Just go on Facebook, search for Mastering Print on Demand, and you will find me. If you are on Facebook and you are not following me on YouTube, look for Fernando Sustaida. I will appreciate you guys follow me. And I think that's to say, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have questions, make sure to put them in the comments, and I will get back to you or send me a message if you want to. Me or Michelle will be always available to answer any question you have, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.